You put Richard Wolf. Tough drive, easy one for assignment. He rolls right to the cup. Another turnover. There is Simons on fire away again. Rims out and Giddy snares and clears. On the attack, Buzelis lines up a three. Trying to bank it. Oh, wow. Goodness. Not expecting that. Old National is open. It's open tonight. Old National Bank 3. Oh, National Bank, baby. Oh, yeah. There's Pritchard. And a timeout for Billy Donovan. Back and forth we go. The Celtics played a game with a ton of lead changes and times in double OT last night. 11 lead changes tonight. Chicago Bulls. Second and 13. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that was going to come up short. Low throw. Came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it? Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat? I like that. Circle? I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him. He's starting to play freely. That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't all the way to the end zone. No touchback. 1-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, brother. Fuck is you doing, ML? What the fuck?
You talk about this Bengals defense. So they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to Chicago one more time. Make it 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. I think we can safely say that those types of plays. All right, Bulls fans, time for that. People, show your time. Let's see you wait outside, Chicago. Chicago, let's see that right now. Who's going to repeat? He's not at the field of play. I love it. Keep going, zero. Up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking to them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence. I would agree with that. What they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic
Derrick Rose's career was over in 4 years. Lord have mercy. That nigga won MVP in 2012 and got hurt the following year, didn't he?
Wonderful job by our crew putting together these pieces on Derrick Rose night. I was asked multiple times since the announcement was made several months ago, is this a worthy jersey retirement in your estimation? National people maybe don't have the feel for the city as Stacey does, or those of us who grew up here and watched Derrick. And my answer was, if you understand where he came from, coming from Inglewood, the way the community protected him because they understood how special of a young man he was, and that they needed to make sure that he had his opportunity because they knew he was capable of doing special things, the way the community and city protected him. What he did when he came back, rejuvenating Chicago basketball, which had been in the midst of a very difficult decade. Kids like Monis Buzelis, who came up here, and what he's meant to the NBA over the last 15 years and beyond. I I think all of those things make it a very worthy jersey at the end of this game.
Well, you kind of liken it to the great Gale Sayers, who came into the NFL like an Haley's Comet and just blew everybody away with his ability. Then he got hurt, and then he wasn't the same player. He ended his career with a serious knee injury. Yeah. And it's the same kind of story. Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose came in like a Haley's Comet, one of the most explosive guards that we've ever seen. Played above the rim, youngest MVP. All those things factor. And then, people don't remember with that. What they don't consider is what he did after those injuries in other places. Okay, he was a six-man in New York. He scored 55 points in Minnesota. He was still a very good player. There's a lot of guys who would have loved to have his career, the second part of his career, coming back from those devastating injuries. So, if people say, well, what if he would have got hurt? If he would have got hurt and been healthy, I think he'd be a definite guy that would be one of the top players in the NBA. You look at Russell Westbrook, who's the highest scoring guard in NBA history. Derrick Rose would have been there first. And that's not taking anything away from Russell Westbrook. I think both of those guys would have been the two highest scoring point guards in NBA history. And Derrick was, listen, I witnessed it. People got the flu when Derrick Rose came back. Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, all these great guards didn't want to play against Derrick Rose. The prime Derrick Rose, Chicago Bulls Derrick Rose before he got hurt. Guys with the devil, I think that's what load management started. We just didn't call it load management. We would call it Derrick Rose flu.
Second chance opportunity for Boston. And Garza, who's shot well this season in limited duty, unable to connect, but a foul called on Kobe White.
And it would be funny pulling in these towns and you get the injury report and so-and-so's out with a sprained back.
Spring back.
So-and-so's out. Oh, they got the Derrick Rose flu. Okay. All right.
That's Joe keeping those guys. They'll tell you. We'll talk to Joe Keefe later tonight. Rebound by Smith off the ground.
But the cool thing about all that is, all jokes aside, he had the utmost respect from everybody in the league. Him and Russell Westbrook, I believe, are the forefront of all these young guards like John Morant, these explosive guards that come in the league that, knock you away with their athleticism. People don't know how fast Derrick Rose was from 94 feet.
You had to see him in person to really appreciate it. And those are the memories of people like me who were, in their teens and 20s when Derrick was coming up. That's what I remember. I remember sitting in the 200 level coming to a game and just being like, who's that blur on the court? The first time I ever got to watch Derrick play in person. So, that's number one. He's, as the kids say, he was built different. He could do things that other human beings could not do. Goes through with 6 wins.
I used to ask the great late Johnny Ray Kerr what it was like. Well, I played with MJ, but what it was like to call those games, coming as me now as a broadcaster, and what was it like watching?
Oh, motherfucker.
It was like seeing something unique every single game. You never knew what you were going to see, but whatever you saw, you were witnessing greatness. And I got that same feeling with Derrick Rose. You just did not know what to expect out of him, whether he's dunking on Greg Oden and LeBron and Dwayne Wade, one superhero versus 3. That's what it's kind of like. They all teamed up against him. And, it was just a remarkable thing that you saw from a small guard.
Garza hits long, too.
I'll tell you, he's been rejuvenated, man. This is a guy who was a player of the year, consensus All-American, and never got a chance to get any footing in the NBA. Nice job by Smith. Finally coming here in Boston and getting an opportunity to play. He's sitting on the bench in Minnesota for so long.
And Detroit did use him well. Minnesota barely.
Motherfucker.
As we were just praising Luka Garza as he kept riding the Bulls defender. You see, that's a lot of problems. That's one of the problems in coaching here. Is that guys get pigeonholed into some certain way, or he's not athletic enough. What can he do to help your team win? Okay, if it's just one thing, put him in that position to do that one thing.
It was great. We were talking with Drew Carter about that. Luke Cornett, former Bull who went to Boston and eventually parlayed his role into a big-time contract with San Antonio this year.
And that's what I'm saying. The coaches sometimes look at the guy, well, he's not athletic enough. Oh, they look at all the weaknesses that the guy had, but then why drop him? Why bring him in as a free agent if you know that he has all these weaknesses? But I'm not going to say, listen, what does he do well? He sets screens and rolls. He's physical. Whatever he does well, put him in position to succeed, not into failure. There's a lot of guys like moving runs on people's benches. Just waiting for opportunities to play.
Brown has a switch that he runs. And good job by Vucevic and Smith to communicate the switch that time. Brown ends up turning it over. Brown's got 13 to lead the Celtics so far.
It is a good switch right there. Luce does a good job of trying to stay in front, and then he switched back at the last second and caused that turnover.
That's the third for Boston. They're a very low turnover team. They only average 12 a game, the fewest in the league. Here's Osubu taking a three. On target. And grabbed by Brown as Derek White did enough to box out Okoro.
So really, Boston is small right now.
There's one of the bigger guys on the floor right now.
He's guarding Vooch or whoever, but they're small.
They've got a 5-point lead, their largest of this opening half. Bulls led by 6 at one point.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last drive led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
There is so many iconic and legendary Derrick Rose moments that we can talk about. I mean, he's definitely taking the ball for sure. Let's take us back to his rookie season, right? Absolutely.
But now an audible here into something else.
This is Illinois basketball, and as you said, Rookie of the Year in 2000. Take a look.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Fuck is this shit?
He's got this complete to Burden. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 56 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
To talk about what he would have made his rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settling in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
From Chicago, that's our 6'3", number 1, Derrick Rose.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score, we just
A life in motion is a life well lived. At Advocate Healthcare, we keep you moving, achieving, striving, with care that's easier and more accessible, so you can live fully.
Chicago, when it's time to make your move, go with a pro. Ben Cohen and Rate helps buyers win. Fast approval, strong offers, and smooth closings. From first homes to dream homes, get started today at bencohenlendings.com. 4 minutes left in this first half as the Bulls and Celtics meet for the second time this year. They'll square off again on February the 11th. A 115-101 Boston win on January the 5th up at TD Garden. 4 straight Bulls losses at home against the Celtics. Only the Phoenix Suns have a better margin of opponents here at the United Center. The Celtics have won 8 of the last 9 meetings between these two. Of course, they've met 5 times in the playoffs, including Derrick Rose's playoff debut in 2009.
They're going small, trying to guard Vooch.
Garza's the biggest guy.
They got to punish him now.
Yep.
See, Vooch has got to go with the right hand jump hook over Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is not going to block his shot. And that's the best situation you can get, a higher percentage shot. You're throwing the ball out to a core who's a decent three-point shooter, but you got a higher percentage shot against a smaller defender.
They're handing you a shot that goes down about 65% of the time.
Yes, you got to take that. They don't have size out there. You've got to punish the Celtics for playing a smaller lineup. A foul on Herder. Because they have to make a decision. There's two bigs out there right now. So the big guards has to take one of them, and he's taking Jalen Smith. See, now Billy's going to match up size for size. Now the advantage the Bulls had, now it's gone.
Because now you move Vucevic to the pure five. He's the only true big out there. You've got 4 wings and guards surrounding him. So now Kata's going to come back in 4 guards him. And again, Joe Mazzulla is very good at this. We've talked about Mazzulla, who's been excellent as the head coach of the Celtics. He's a very tactical coach. Reminds me a lot about Eric Spoelstra. He matches up very well with whatever you put out there.
Well, and he's also, the Celtics also, he's a fiery guy. You know, he gets in his guys, he holds them accountable, and respect that, and play the way he plays, that he would play. So there's that matchup again.
Get it to him, and you got to
It's a simple game. It's a simple game. When you have the opportunity, it's not always going to be there.
There's Jaylen Brown. He's the only player in this game in double figures with 15. White misfires another offensive rebound for Boston. Because Kata's got it. White navigating. A little step back. Too strong off the glass. White, Vucevic, Herder, Gideon, Okoro, the 5 for Chicago. There's Jordan Walsh hassling White. Stop, kick, Vucevic free.
Right now, I mean, that's a good way to get yourself going. Get you some easy shots inside, opens up the outside game.
So 70th made 3 in the last 3.5 games. The 62 they made in the previous 3 is the most they've made in any 3-game span in their 60-year franchise history. Foul and 1. Jaylen Brown against Herder with a chance at a 3-point play.
Now, if you're Isaac Okoro, you've got to help on that situation. You're kind of halfway no man's land. Watch right here. Now, he can easily come and dig at the ball right now because Derek White is struggling right now. 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. You can gamble off him a little bit, but you've got to help. You've got to help inside there. That's giving the matchup disadvantage.
Now Jaylen Brown's having one of his normal Jaylen Brown nights. He's 7 for 11 from the field and 6 for 7 from inside the arc.
Yes, because you can always close back out on Derek White. Even though he's a very good shooter and he's struggling tonight, but you've got to help him. Jaylen Brown is in the paint. He's not at the top of the circle. He's in the paint, the scoring position, and we know how good he is below the free throw line. So you've got to help him out. KYP, know your personnel.
2 minutes left first down. It's been played in a 13-point window.
Boston doesn't mind playing this space. Nope. They're very methodical.
White, good patience, but he missed the scoop.
Get back. Got to hustle back.
Now White's a little frustrated. He's a little late to the party. Now here's Brown, picked up by Bruzelis. There's Simons over Gideon. That's a 3.
Yeah, you saw Jaylen Brown direct him. Like, hey, I'm going to push it, move out, get open.
Boston has its largest lead of this first half at 8.
There's a matchup right there.
There's the switch. You got Walsh trying to stick with Vucevic. Vucevic scores cross court. Vucevic has to get out of the paint because he doesn't want the 3-second violation. And now Kata ends up with a steal. Into hold 4. Good defense by the Bulls. Giddy caught it out of bounds. It will be Boston ball with 17 to shoot. 64 ticks left first half.
We'll just have to just calm down a little bit. Just relax. There's that play right there. They didn't get it to Booch. But on that play, you know, Giddy's got to dive and get out of there.
Simons on the corner curl. Giddy the rebound. Trying to push the tempo a little bit. We talked about it in Boston. The Celtics get back quick. Here's Bruzelis on the attack. Off the front. He can't touch it because he's sitting out of bounds, but it was last touched by Walsh to Chicago.
Well, I tell you, he's trying to tear that man down. It is right here. I tell you what, he might have jumped too far out.
Giannis has missed 2 dunks in the last 3 games. It's been very rare to see him miss a dunk in general.
Yeah, you know, I think he jumped a little bit too far out. But, man, I tell you what, boy, he looks to cause damage to that rim.
Simons gets called for a foul. They're going to review this to see if it's an away from the play foul, I believe. If it is, it'll be a shot and the ball for Chicago if that foul occurred before the inbound. Curtis Blair is our lead official tonight. former college basketball star, Curtis Blair. He was an excellent player at Richmond and got drafted by the Houston Rockets in the second round of the '92 draft. Played in the NCAA tournament. He was on a Richmond team that was the 15 seed, and they upset Syracuse, the number 2 seed. We were talking about Jim Baker.
Good players on that team. Was that Julie Lewis? It was
the 91, it was the 91 Richmond Spiders.
I remember that team.
After review, I'm sorry to movie into the plane for will be shooting one shot. Sure enough, it is an away from the plate foul.
Yeah, check Curtis Blair's stats.
He had 18 points and like 3 steals. They were the first 15 seed to ever upset a number 2 seed in NCAA tournament history. So Kobe White will take the technical foul shot. Blair averaged 16 a game. Kenny Wood, Terry Connolly, Jim Shields, Chris Fleming, who we know, former Colts assistant.
I just talked to Chris the other day. He's coaching in Alabama.
That's right.
He was down there in Oklahoma. So saw some of the pictures up on the wall out there. So he sent me a shout out.
Coro catches a 3 from the corner, back down to a 4-point game. Celtics can go 2 for 1 at the end of this first half. Brown, turn in the corner, had a steam, into White, turnaround jumper by Brown is short. Rebound Rosales. Didi was the outlet feed, but Rosales kind of bobbled the ball as he was trying to corral him for a long distance pass. So second chance for Boston. They'll get that 2 for 1 possession right here. Brown. Over Kobe White. 20 points in the first half for Jaylen Brown, who has found his old stroke. 6-point Boston lead, final seconds, first half. Here's White on the attack. Can't get free. Forces one up and cannot hit. And that will take us to the end.
Sorry, motherfucker.
A 6-point advantage for Boston.
And that's 17, 20 points first half for
Jaylen Brown. Well, he has scored 25 or more in 9 of the last 10 games.
Oh, there's one of the boys up there. Kurt
Boys are here in the building. Everybody's here tonight, my man.
Memories, baby.
See you halftime live from Chicago on Derrick Rose night coming your way.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squeak kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Second down. First half.
Shit, Terry losing by 16 seconds left in the game. I'm going to pull a miracle out of his ass. Clemson. Bitch got a 9 second left. He don't got no timeouts, though. He must have lost his string cut off. Yep, He must have lost string cut off. Damn, boy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next
He
drive
was upset, too.
to the air with McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Come on, nigga.
That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one
Motherfucker nigga won't even come in the chat.
in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
There's his ass pop.
Up the middle, Jones. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would
Bulls fans, tonight we are celebrating Derrick Rose. It is time to get this party started in true Chicago fashion. Joined by the after-school matters local art on Chicago, Illinois. Please give it up right now for Emmy award-winning actress and singer Keke Palmer and three-time Grammy award-winning poet Jay Ivey.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the air.
In the trenches of Chicago, a seed was planted, nurtured, protected. As a dream reached out and took hold, it's true. Many are called, but only one has the heart of the rose. Shout out to your man Jay Ivey. Give it up for Keke Palmer!
You know it's your girl, Chicago. I'm so glad to be back home and to show love to the one and only Derrick Rose. Hey!
Every time that jersey tonight.
Hey! Your drink will take you very far,
I
yeah.
ain't know Keke was from Chicago.
When you wish upon a dream, hey!
Let's see, you fucked away one, huh? I said, I see you fucked away one, huh? Yeah. What happened with you playing a computer? Oh, you was playing a computer, not an actual person. God, okay. I thought you was playing a goddamn person. I forgot y'all do that ring shit over there. And your business. Yeah. That's why I got out of that bullshit. I want to be fucking with that dumbass shit. And they were showing favoritism like a motherfucker over there.
Some play for fame, D-Rose play for the love of the game, for the heart of the city. He put the city on his back and attacked the rack. Unpacked his bag as competitors got close around his tag. Autograph with the spirit and the shot. If you was flying over the madhouse, you can hit cheers in the sky. How high can one man fly? How deep can one man dig? King on the ball stand, too big, too fast, too strong, too good. Young fool from Inglewood. He was a band long before he was a bull. A baller, a hooper, a dunker, a passer, shooter, an all-star. You know who we are. The shot may bend, but we don't break. He said, do you want to be good? Do you want to be great? Lessons learned from his mother, his brothers, his block, his hood. Beasley, Simeon, Murray Park, Inglewood. He made history on the hardwood when he played the game. Put a jersey and wrapped his father's name in the Hall of Fame. The Chicago's MVP. Played for Love, he played for Stone. That's why number one. That's the heart of a road. You're a shining star. Shining star. No matter who you are. No matter who you are. Shining bright to see. Shining bright to see. What you can truly be. What you can truly be. You're a shining star. Shining star. No matter who you are. No matter who you are. Shining bright to see. Bright to see. What you can truly be. What you can truly be. Chicago, we need you to make some noise for the undisputed MVP, Derrick Rose. After school matters.
3-1-2 boy, bubbles, let's go. Truly be. What you can see, what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see, what your life can truly be. Shining star for you. What your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see, what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see, what your life can truly be. Chicago, one more time. The after school matters. The 312 crew, the Lovables, the Queen Kiki Palmer. My name is Jay Ivy, and this is for our MVP, our shining star, the people's champ, Derrick Rose. We love you. Hey, shout out.
In Chicago! One more time, give it up! The After School Matters Vocal Arts Ensemble, the 312 crew, the Lovables, Jay Ivy, and Kiki Palmer!
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll take this at about 4, second down coming up at the 31.
Eight games of Hoops on Friday. We got some right here on NBA.com. And that's up to the man from Memphis. Cedric Coward making the no-look cook as he finds Javon Small with the ball. And a beautiful blind find down. That gets in at number 10. Moving along to number 9. Dennis Schroeder thought he was spinning and winning, but Evan arriving from Kevin as he brings that shot right back into the stands. And that bit of defense lands at number 9. We're up to number 8, and Trey Murphy just barely skidding through, going reverse with a burst as he gets a little and one fun to get done at number 8 for the New Orleans Pelicans on that slick move. Up to number 7, and just 2.5 left in OT, and somehow Hugo Gonzalez is free. His squad is down 3, but we want double OT. Look at Hugo Gonzalez nailed the deep shot to send it into OT, and just a moment before, they're running pacer to get another score. Look at this. It's nicely done. Amari Williams with the touch pass over to Peyton Pritchard for 3. Don't forget Sam Hauser on the TD throw to start this one all off, and it gets in at number 6 for those clutch Boston Celtics. Up to number 5, and well, earlier in the same game, look who's arriving in the lane in just a nick of time. Claxton with the perfect reaction. This one helped send it into OT. The rebound throwdown gets in at number 5. On to number 4, we always get up off the floor when it's a miss from Onyeka. You need a rim wrecker, and that's Jalen sailing in. Johnson throws it home at the throat. Another rebound throwdown at number 4. Up to number 3 now, and Deep Stu made a business decision. He wanted no part of Alperin Sengun, just ramming that one home at the throne. That's good for number 3. At number 2 is Tim Hardaway Jr. coming through. Right down the lane to bring the pain. That's Timmy Jr. with the tremendous throwdown. That one's in at number 2. But at number 1, look at Aaron Neesmith. He hones in on Holmgren as he goes right up and over the top of Chet. And you bet that's number 1 on the NBA.com.
Oh, yeah. We got this. TT. Shout out TT. Nah, dude.
I love playing the Phoenix.
Yeah.
It wasn't him. Yeah. Your legs be warm. Hey, you already know. You wake up a lot easier.
Legs get warm. Oh, you have to worry about that tendonitis.
Oh, you get to the gym, got that little sweat before you get on the court because of the condition, the heat and everything.
Oh,
it was perfect.
Big Pete. Man.
This one, I remember going up, not for this one, but there was games prior to this, like my rookie year, I'm going up to I'm doing like high layups. And somebody said to me, like, bro, you gonna just turn it over and just start dunking? And I didn't think that was a thing, or I didn't think that change the mindset of people of bigs once I go in the lane. But after I made that first dunk, I think over Barbosa, but once again it was Phoenix. It was in Chicago, made the dunk. It was here. It opened up the lane for me. And once it opened up the lane, that's when I knew I had moments like this where I'm like, all right, I thought he wasn't going to jump right here. But you got some players, he was young, and the coach on his telling him to play hard, and he just jumped, and he made a moment. So, like, yeah, it was perfect for me. But,
I saw him not long ago in Miami.
and people bring that up. People always bring that up to him. And he talks about it every time. Like, cool. Like, he don't hesitate at anything. Like, I was a part of it, this and that, and I respect him for that.
Yeah,
Right.
he doesn't shy from it
At all. You
He
my
was
guy.
talking about it like not that long ago either.
Seriously.
Yeah, I saw him. I was doing a podcast. He was there.
Calamos Investment Products backed by superior risk management, asset management in a time of disruption.
God dog it. Knew he was going right there, man.
Stacey King, Casey Johnson, Ruthie Polinsky.
Oh, Stacey. I ain't know Stacey was still alive.
24 minutes of this game.
Stacey done gained some motherfucking weight.
Well, you know, a lot of Jalen Brown. They got to find a way to slow him down. He's on one of those games where he could go for 40, so you got to do a better job of slowing him down. But I thought the Bulls had their chance. They played real in that first half. A couple turnovers here and there, but they're playing well right now.
Casey Johnson is with us as well. There's a slew of Bulls dignitaries in the building tonight. Casey, you got a chance to catch up with some of them.
Yeah, Adam, unsurprisingly for a player that was so much about his teammates and so selfless of a superstar and so humble of a superstar, there are upwards of 15 to 20 ex-teammates here. They all gathered at center court here at the United Center pregame. I got a chance to talk to a bunch of them. Some of them are in danger of not getting back to their respective cities because of the storms that are sweeping the south and the northeast. Kyle Korver said, I don't care if I'm stuck here for 3 days. I was not going to miss this. Ben Gordon is back. Kirk Heinrich is back. I know Joakim Noah is going to be joining the broadcast. But I asked Luol Deng what made Derek so special, and he said he was a humble superstar that only cared about winning and making his teammates better. That's why so many of us are back. And obviously, Tom Thibodeau also in the house. It's going to be a special post-game ceremony, guys.
Definitely feels like it. Of course, Tom Thibodeau, a long-time Boston Celtics assistant, won a title with Doc Rivers, and stepped into Chicago and helped lead Derrick Rose to becoming the youngest MVP in NBA history in the 2010-2011.
I'll tell you what, it's really cool seeing all those guys. And, you know, they don't get enough credit, but besides the championship years, and take this, don't even count the championship years. This is one of the best teams, you know, were run with Thibodeau's group. He had those teams. They were so close of getting over the hump. You know, an injury here, there. You know, maybe they could have went out and got another shooter or something. But, Derrick Rose took a lot of heat for not recruiting, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. I don't really think those guys wanted to come here, to be honest with you.
I think Derek also had a little bit of that mentality before what we've seen today, where he didn't really want to play with other stars. He wanted to beat the other stars.
Well, he didn't want to have to get rid of some of his teammates.
Yeah.
He was loyal to his teammates. And by going and trying to recruit those guys, in his mind, he's being disloyal to those guys like Keith Bogans. You know, any coach would have loved to have those two guys on their team. They would have made those championship caliber team. And it wasn't that Derek didn't want to recruit. You know, Derek's just not going to sing and dance. If you want to play, then he'd love to have you. That's Bogans.
Smith with the cut, the handoff from Vucevic. He gets the jam. 58-54 here in this third quarter. It is Cato starting the second half over Williams. Misfires on a three.
Well, he's struggling tonight from the field. 2 of 10, 1 of 6 from the three-point line. But again, he's capable of hitting streak.
White kicks. Okoro trying to post it to Vucevic and does. Working out Cato.
Good footwork. That's from anybody. He can do that from anybody. He's got great footwork. I just like to see him be aggressive more when he gets the ball in there.
And he's been the team's leading scorer this month. Especially when Josh Giddey was out for that long stretch. Vucevic was so key in offense. That's not there to make it tough on Jalen Brown. Smith comes out of there with the rebound. Goes down 2.
Again, they're with that, they're a small lineup right now, so that's something the Bulls need to look at, taking advantage of either one of these bigs in the post.
Bulls going double big, and Brown is on Vucevic yet again. So there's a cut by Okoro for a clear one. Now half Vucevic kick. Smith fires away.
That's a good shot.
Timeout. Joe Mazzulla and Jalen Smith, who's been red hot from the three-point line as of late, has made 13 of his last 30, and he puts the Bulls on top.
Well, make them make the adjustment. Don't you make the adjustment. Inside out, Smith, bang, bang, bang. Give me the hot sauce, Shannon Smith.
Thanks to all the Bulls fans around the world who are tuning in to tonight's game. Now it's time for the Dunkin' Race. Scan the QR code on the scoreboard or open the Bulls app on your smartphone to play. Choose your character for the chance to win a bagel, donut, or cup of iced or hot coffee from Dunkin'. If the character you choose wins, a coupon will be sent to your email that you can redeem at a Dunkin' Chicagoland location. Now, with the call of tonight's race, here is the voice of horse racing's Triple Crown, Larry Palma.
Bulls fans, let's meet the starters in tonight's Dunkin' Race. In lane number 1, it's Biggie Bagel. In lane number 2, it's Cuppy Coffee. In lane number 3, it's Dashing Donut. And in lane number 4, it's Iced Cuppy. The length of tonight's race is 3 laps. Who do you like? And now the Dunkin' characters are at the starting gate. It's post time, and they're all in line. They're off. Vicky Bagel and Dashing Donut are out fast, and Vicky Bagel takes the lead. There goes Puppy. Now it's the two of them with Ice Puppy in third and Dashing Donut in fourth. Through the first lap, here comes Ice Puppy, but challenge Puppy, and Dashing Donut and Vicky Bagel are right there too. As they make their way through the second lap, it is Puppy and Dashing Donut, and here comes Ice Puppy. Ice Puppy now takes the lead. Ice Puppy on top from Biggie Bagel. Biggie Bagel cuts the corner. And now, here's the final lap. Ice Puppy and Biggie Bagel. Dashing Donut is making them all. And Dashing Donut has taken the lead. And they're into the stretch. Dashing Donut is the winner. Bulls fans, you can get even more Stacey King by tuning in to the Give Me the Hot Sauce podcast on CHSN. You can catch it on Fridays at 4 p.m. Watch on demand in the CHSN app and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Stacey, I know you like this from Nikola Vucevic, back-to-back advocate assists.
Again, I mean, he's been getting the assists have been racking up for him. Get 5-6 assists during this little run. And again, recognizing when the double team comes and when to make that pass. We get on him sometimes making it too fast, but as you saw there, that was beneficial for the Bulls.
And it's just when he bails out early is when you've got to go, well, let's see what the defense gives you. That's what you said. Going to break on that last possession. They forced Boston to have to hedge a little bit or to dig down. And then he delivers a pass. It was his third assist.
Well, again, if they're going to play these small lineups, you definitely have to make them pay.
We got Hauser out there with Brown, White, Garza, and Pritchard. Hauser fires away from the
He's been quiet up until that point. He was 1 of 4. Now he's 2 of 5. All his shots
Turn that shit down.
Pretty much all he does.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game this big season.
We'll see if they go back to base. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Chicago, lovable.
Gain of 18 on the play. And a Bengals 1st down.
So the final seconds have ticked away as the